Religious language has too often been wielded as a tool of division, a moral smokescreen for plunder, a cloak for exclusion, or a rallying cry to justify violence. This is not an inevitable expression of faith, but a deliberate manipulative act. How that happens? Scriptures of the faith. Careful reading of the monotheistic scriptures, the Hebrew Bible, Torah, the New Testament, and the Quran, shows a persistent tension. The same texts that have been misused to justify domination also contain repeated calls toward mercy, justice, and protection of the vulnerable. Read responsibly. These writings impose moral constraints on violence and privilege compassion over conquest. Key corrections for interpretation. Consequences of bad reading. When scripture is treated as flat-proof texting, it becomes a tool of control. Genocide, extermination, and strategic subjugation gain a veneer of sanctity only because passages were ripped from context and deployed by actors whose motives were political or material, not spiritual, a constructive alternative. Interpretive humility and ethical clarity change the story. Read with historical and literary intelligence, let compassion inform application, and hold leaders accountable for claims that scripture mandates harm. Doing so reveals a consistent thrust in monotheistic traditions toward limiting violence, championing justice for the vulnerable, and calling for personal transformation rather than domination. Final test for any interpretation. Does it advance mercy, protect the vulnerable, and invite self-examination, or does it concentrate power and justify harm? If it does the latter, it's not scripture carrying the weight of faith, but an ideology wearing religious language as a cloak.